Good morning. It is Saturday morning. I'm out here in my backyard and I'm coming live because there's so many things that I know I need to do for myself, but I often won't do them for myself just for me. But if I feel like I can do something for myself and help other people at the same time, then I'll be happy to do it. So I don't know what that is about me, but that is what I'm like. So I'm coming on here today to the Shibby show. I'm just gonna do some stretches with you this morning. I think stretching is very, very important. And the older I get, the more I want to have functional strength and mobility. Because have you ever tried to make the bed and you get worn out just making the bed? That'll tire you out. And if that's happening, we need to work on some things. So I've recently started going to the chiropractor just to get some readjustments and things, and just being more aware of my body and how it works. And just standing out here in this sun just for these few seconds, I am already hot this morning, probably because I'm wearing winter fleece. But again, that's what I wore to Planet Fitness this morning to get in the total body enhancement machine and on the hydro bed. And this fleece stuff was just laying there, and I don't like to touch the machine at the Planet Fitness, and so this covers me up completely. And then if I had to go upstairs and change clothes and do all that, then I wouldn't be out here doing this. So I'm just gonna sweat a minute. But anyway, I'm gonna do some stretches. These are seriously just stretches I pulled off the web. That's it. I just printed some stretches off the web. I do not remember where I even got them from, because it downloaded it as a PDF and it doesn't have anything on here. But if you go to the myshaboleth.com website, in the exercise area, there's plenty of stretches. Even Tony Davis will show you how to do them properly and all that kind of stuff. So I can't be on that and this at the same time, so I'm using these papers. But I'm just gonna do some neck tilts, okay? So I'm gonna just bend my neck over here to the side for 30 seconds. One thing is I try not to do too jerky of a movement. So the reason I said that is so that when I come back up, I don't just go with my head. I ease it up. And another thing I notice is that I stand sway back and all kinds of other things. So I just want to improve my posture while I'm doing this. So I'm tucking my bottom in, tucking my stomach in, lifting my chest. So I could do that a couple of times, so I'm just going to do this. Now I'm going to do neck rotators. I come out onto my back deck in the mornings when I let the dog out, and I do these on the back deck too, but you can really never have enough. And I can feel this in where she's been adjusting me and stuff, and I just need to stretch. We all do. We don't want to have lack of mobility. Oh, somebody's here. Yay, okay, it did go live. Now, biceps. So I'm gonna put my arms straight and fingers interlaced behind me. Fingers interlaced, arms behind me. Now I think this is good for two things for me personally. this stretching paper said it was good for biceps, but I feel like it also opens up my chest. And the chiropractor did say that I needed to open up my chest specifically, so I could feel that stretch in there. Now triceps, I really like the triceps one. You just simply pull. Oops, y'all probably can't see this. Still can't see it very well. I did it for 30 seconds. Oh, a snail. Okay, so this is for your triceps, which is right here. So those are just a few of the exercises. Now, so I'm going to do wrist flexors, and then the chiropractor showed me some different ones that she wanted me to do. So this one is like this. I can feel it in the under part of my forearm. And even if you're sitting in a chair, you can do these things. Right, so the other thing she said to do is to just pull your hand down like this. And I am feeling it different. Before I felt it here, now I'm feeling it here, so that's getting two different muscles. Okay, so now it says deltoids and rhomboids. I just call it the shoulder. Okay, now the neck, a little bit more on the neck. So I'm going to take this right hand here and I'm going to pull it this way while leaning my head this way a little bit, and it's going to give me a different kind of stretch than from earlier. I'm going to do the obliques. My hands are just above my head, kind of pointed. Y'all, I'm not an exerciser, but I don't consider this exercise. It's not really. I consider it stretching. Now it's telling me that I should do some pecs, which would help. So I'm gonna pretend I'm holding a penny between my shoulder blades in the back. I could do this in a door frame. Would you give it a little bit more? So I'm just gonna do this for a second. Now calves, I don't have a wall to press on, but I can make this work without it. I'm putting one foot in, and then I am just leaning forward until I get the stretch in my calf. This also will help you balance. Now all of these things, if you're unable to balance like this for 20 to 30 seconds, do it 10 seconds. So right now I can feel a little bit in my calf. I'm also feeling a little bit in my hip flexor muscle, which that's good too. You want to stretch that out too. Y'all, when our bodies get too tight, it's not good for us. And I'm really bad about doing these kind of things during the summer, but then not in the winter. Because see, I prefer to come out here and do it, and it's more fun. But in the winter, I don't come out here. It's cold. So right now, I'm stretching my calf. There's this place in Kennesaw called Stretch Society. And I think it'd be fun to go down there, but my thing is, I don't want to get in the car, I don't want to drive somewhere, I don't want to do that. If it was just like where Planet Fitness is to my house, I might go up there. Because y'all, I got all kinds of, we all have our little weirdnesses. I like to go up to Planet Fitness and use the spa stuff. The exercise equipment, I don't really want to do that. But if I know I need to stretch, but I don't want to go down there to the Stretch Society place, I don't want to spend $100 a month on it type thing, then I need to figure out how to do it here at the house, right? So this is what this is. Now, would I get a better stretch down there? Probably. Okay, and then there's some other things I really can't do without a wall. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna do quadriceps. This one is showing laying down, but I'm just gonna do it standing up. I'm just going to pull my foot up. I'm gonna quit talking. I'm gonna pull my foot up and I'm going to stretch out my quadricep. Maybe. Maybe I will lay down. Now all I'm doing is the same thing. I just not having to balance. See, I like the challenge of having to balance. If I were on solid, flat ground, I might have been able to. This grass is very, it's not like you're on flat ground. Getting my quadricep. Do the other side. And what's really a good idea to do is to do all these things before you get in a state of disrepair. If you get in a state of disrepair, it's harder to do. Okay, now this one is lumbar extensions. So I am lifting my back up a little. And then stretching in. Y'all, remember when we were kids and we could used to touch our heads with our feet laying on the ground? And it's so hard now. Just practice this a little bit. It'll give you a little bit more stretch. Okay, so now I'm going to do lumbar something. I'm going to do hamstrings. I'm going to do internal rotators, which I like doing, but she showed me a different one yesterday at the chiropractor where you sit in your chair. So internal rotators. I was feeling that and it felt a little painful, so I put my arm right here just to give it a little extra support, but still get the stretch. But if something is ouch pain, you don't want to keep it. If it is just pain from not being used regularly, then just give it some support, keep going. Okay, now, groin. This one is Abductors groin. Okay, now, she showed me something else yesterday. I'm going to sit like this so I can get my legs further apart. And she was saying to go over like this, and it would pull right here. And it was really amazing how just one little move helped. Okay, and then this one is another one that she showed me in the chair yesterday, which I really liked, but I'm gonna do it on the floor here. And I did them already this morning on the back deck. I actually felt it more doing it in the chair. Maybe I need. If you can't get as close in like I'm doing and stuff, just do what you can. And look up chair stretching activities and do those too. All right. I guess that's it. So, actually, one more thing. I'm going to do hip flexors. It's the muscles that are right in here, and I'm stepping forward, and I'm just kind of pushing the pelvic area forward. Knee slightly bent, knee not over your front toe. Pushing it forward, and I'm actually stretching this hip flexor by doing that. But just as in anything that you do, if you want this stretching to actually work for you, there is no magic pixie dust that makes you be more flexible. You have to actually put in the effort to make yourself more flexible. Flexibility equals mobility, and we want to be able to move around right here in this body. We want to be able to move around. You see how I'm doing this with my neck? That's because I'm trying to get it all straightened out, and I tend to pull different ways because I need to build up my core strength and stuff. All right, so I did that. And then one last tip. Have you ever come to the back of your car or trunk or something, and you put your foot up there and you're doing a few things, then you put it down, and then you're kind of out of whack? I've learned if I do something strange, like having my foot on the back of my car for a while with one leg, I'll go do it with the other leg. Because whatever I do with one side of my body, I kind of want to do with the other so that I stay equal. And I'm going to go head to the Shibby shop now, and I hope that y'all have enjoyed this exercise routine. I'll see y'all later.